What would you do with an extra $1,000 a month in your bank account? One property is all it takes to change your life.
Hey everybody, welcome to Real Estate Revenue. I'm your host, Paul Airy. I want to talk to you about how one property can make a huge difference in your life. It can change everything. So think about what $500 to $1,000 a month extra in your bank account would mean to you. What would that do for you? An extra $1,000 in your bank account. It would help a lot of people. In fact, in 2008, thousands and thousands of foreclosures could have been avoided with just $500 extra in people's bank accounts every month. $500 a month extra in income was all it would have taken to avoid thousands of foreclosures. Think what that could have done for people. That's not a lot of money, but when you don't have it, it's a huge amount. Let's talk about what you could have done with that. I mean, it's not just your house payment. There's car payments, credit card payments, medical bills, anything like that you need to pay off. Student loan debt. I paid my student loan debt off with real estate income. So that's what we're going to look at today. What one property can do for you to change your life. Now, our first property that we bought was an old house, been turned into a doctor's office. This house was built in the 1940s and it was really old. And the doctor that owned it died, and we bought it from his widow, bought it from his wife. And we got a really good deal on it. So, and we spent some money renovating it. We put a tenant in. Tenant was in there for 5 years. That's one of the big benefits of commercial property is long-term leases. Now, we cleared about $1,000 a month in positive cash flow on that property. That was a huge amount for us at that time. This was our first property. My wife was working as a nurse. She was a nurse manager. I was working as a real estate agent. So, what we did, we took her salary as a nurse to live on. We had a fairly small house at that time. And we took my real estate commissions that I was making, we put that away and we used that for investment money to buy properties with. So we didn't have to put much of a down payment on this property. I think we had, maybe $20,000 down on this property was all we had to put down. And we cleared $1,000 a month. So here's how this goes. When you get a property like this, you start clearing $1,000 a month. So think about this. You sit down to pay your bills every month, right? At the end of the month, you've paid all your bills, your gas tank's full, you bought all your groceries, all your money's spent for the month. You look at your bank account, and instead of being dangerously close to zero, which is what most people get to, what a lot of people are dealing with, you have an extra $1,000 there. That's just extra money that you don't need to go toward your bills. Then the next month, pay all your bills again. That $1,000 was there from the previous month plus another $1,000. And every month, another $1,000 is added to your bank account. If you don't need to spend it, you leave it there and it keeps building every month, month after month, $1,000 a month going into your bank account. One day you wake up and you say, why don't I get another property? Why not get two? Have two properties. Maybe you get a little bigger property. Maybe you get instead of a single tenant, say first ones that you get is a single tenant small office building, like what we got, an old house turned into an office. There are a lot of those out there. They're great investments. So then you decide, well, maybe I need to get one that'll take two tenants. So you find a small office building or maybe a retail building that's 2 tenant, 3 tenant. Maybe you make $2,000 a month in positive cash flow. Entirely possible. Then at the end of the month, when you pay your bills, you've got extra $1,000 from the first property and another $2,000 from the second property. So you have $3,000 extra every month over and above what you've paid on your bills, over and above your salary. And then the next month there's another $3,000, so you have $6,000 extra. And the next month there's another $3,000, you have $9,000 extra. That's why people that own real estate, that own commercial real estate, the rental income means that they almost always have money. Maybe not a lot, maybe not, they're not rich, but they almost always have money for whatever they need. If they need a new set of tires, need to get their brakes fixed, have some medical expenses, all those unexpected things that come up that hurts your bank account, you have that cushion in there. Before you know it, 4 or 5 years have gone by, you've kept buying properties. One day you wake up and you say, you know what? I'm making more on this rental property than I am on my job. If I quit my job, I'd have more time to buy more properties. And that's how it starts. Start small, work your way up. When your rental income equals your salary at your job, you can quit your job, devote full time to real estate. And usually after about 5 years, it normally takes most people about 5 years to get to that point. That's a pretty quick retirement from your job. I consider that a retirement. Retirement means you cease to work at your job. So you have this new business now. You're a business owner, you own real estate, you're a real estate investor, and your income comes from that. Not only are you making more money, you're not paying nearly as much taxes. There are a lot of ways you make money on a real estate investment. It's not just about cash flow. Tax savings is one of those. So that's it for this episode of Real Estate Revenue. Hope you got some value out of that. If you would, hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the notifications so you can be notified every time we post a video. We've been away from this channel for a little bit. We moved across the state. It's taken a lot of time to set all this up, more time than I thought we were going to need. And so now we're back. We're going to be posting things about every week or so, maybe twice a week. So come back and see us again, and subscribe, hit the like button, hit the notification button, and if you would, leave some comments in the space below. And maybe ask some questions. If you have questions about real estate, it could be a topic for a new video. We'd love to have questions. And I'll see you next week.